Today we are going to be making coconut crema from my cookbook. This is a super easy recipe, just a few ingredients. I make a lot of soups and put a lot of like coconut cream or milk, coconut milk in the soups to make it more creamy. And so when I have a little bit of a can left, this is basically what I use. This is my go-to. So the first thing that you need is about 3/4 cup of cashews that were soaked overnight in water, or you can do a quick soak with boiling water, which is what I did. Okay, so the first thing is 3/4 cup of cashews. This is a little bit more than that just because I have a little bit more coconut cream. This is organic unsweetened coconut cream, just a little over a half can, but if you have a half can, that's perfect. I dump it right in. Do a teaspoon of vanilla extract. I just eyeball just a little bit of vanilla extract. And this is our beautiful homemade maple syrup. Oh my goodness, hard to open. With 1.5 tablespoons. Again, I kind of just eyeball. It's about 1.5 tablespoons right there. Maple syrup, that's it. 3/4 cup of cashews soaked overnight. Half a can of coconut cream. I'm looking at my ingredients. Half a teaspoon vanilla extract and 1.5 tablespoons of maple syrup. You blend this up and you have this phenomenal coconut cashew crema, which my husband likes to use on his breakfast cereals. You can put it on parfaits. You can put it on, he'll put it on top of the sourdough blackberry cobbler. There's a lot of good uses for this. It's just like a yummy, creamy, I don't even know what to call it. It's a crema. It's just delicious. It's a little pop of creamy sweetness on anything you want. I'm gonna go blend this up and then we'll pour it into the dish. Okay, so this is all blended up. Beautiful texture. Look at this. Ooh, baby. Gorgeous. And then I'm gonna put some in this one too, so we can freeze some. Ooh, it's beautiful. I didn't really mention also, the reason you soak the cashews is, and I do that in several of my recipes, and a lot of like plant-based recipes will probably tell you to soak your cashews or nuts, especially if you're using them in like a cheese or something like this, because when you soak them in either boiling water for like 10-20 minutes or soak them overnight, it just, as you can imagine, really softens your nut, softens the cashews quite a bit so that you get this really, really creamy texture from them. Cashews give such a gorgeous cream flavor and texture in a lot of different dishes. Look at that. So perfect. Such an easy recipe. I'll put the ingredients and I guess the directions, even though you just blend it all up, in the description. Voila. Look at this texture. Okay. Look at this. So gorgeous. So that's the coconut cashew crema. 1 round for the fridge, 1 for the freezer. And here is the recipe if it's easier for you to screenshot. But again, I'll just put the info in the description. Okay, next on the list for today is going to be just making some almond flour. If you watched our homemade almond milk video, or if you didn't, this is what's left over. It's called almond pulp, and if you're making homemade plant milk, you're gonna basically have some pulp left over. So I'm just going to be making almond flour today, which is so easy to do. It's probably the easiest pulp recipe. You basically just take out all your almond pulp. This is from 1 batch of milk. And then I'm just gonna spread it really thin and evenly on this silicone baking mat in this baking pan. And once it's all evenly thinned out, I'll bake it in the oven at like 270, 275 degrees for about an hour and a half, just until it's all like nice and brown. And then you just let it dry. It's pretty much dry at that point. You put it in a little food processor. I have one that's specifically just for almond flour, which is not necessary, but you just blend it up and you have almond flour. It's that easy. And it's amazing to have homemade almond flour. Almond flour is actually really fairly expensive. And who knew that it was so easy to make it? And if you live in northern Minnesota and you need almond flour, let me know. I have an abundance. It's that simple. We're gonna thin this out, put it in the oven for an hour and a half, call it a day. This is what it looks like from this side. And now we're gonna put this right in the oven. Here we go. See you in an hour and a half or so. Bye, baby. It's a little bit later in the day now, but the almond flour, the pulp, you can see is all dried. And what I usually do before I get it into the little food processor, kind of just like go like that, fold it all in on itself. And why do I do that? Literally just to make this transfer process easier. I should have turned that. Whoops. Oh, I lost one. Casualty. There we go. So, now we have our almond flour in the food processor. And then I'll attach the top. Almond flour in the one piece that fell is now between my toes. We're gonna put the top on, and that's it. Almond flour, so easy. So we have our almond flour here. You can see kind of like what it looks like, texture in little pieces. My youngest son loves to just eat it like that. And this is my little, extra one. I just press this down. Ooh. That's it. That long. Beautiful almond flour. Ready to go. Yum. Almond flour, here it is. This is the stuff that I keep in the freezer. And there's a lot of bags of this. I just shake that off. Dump this in. That's it. Almond flour, just like that. So this is what it looks like in this gorgeous bag. This beautiful flour you can use in plenty. Recipes, gluten-free recipes, no-bake recipes, all the good stuff. This is the next morning. What are we looking at here, babe?
We're looking at my breakfast hot cereal, 7 grains, wheat, rye, barley, etc. But it's also got your homemade granola in it.
Ooh, baby, look at that granola. Ooh, baby, look at that baby.
But here's the piece de resistance.
Oh, look at that
Unhealthy dollop of
granola.
crema, maybe a little more good in there. Ooh, check this out.
Granola. What are you making? What are you making?
I'm making a little breakfast cereal taste a little more like dessert.
It's granola too.
Oh yeah, there's some granola in there. You like that granola?
Mm-hmm.
Mmm.